I've got your energy stories for this, the fourth and final week of August 2023. And in the first one, Tesla just got the okay from the Texas Public Utility Commission to initiate 2 virtual power plants for Powerwall owners in the state as part of the Aggregate Distributed Energy Resource Pilot Project. One is an aggregation of Houston area CenterPoint Energy customers, and the other will involve Texas area Encore customers. The Commission states that small battery storage installations already total 2,300 megawatts, with 300 megawatts added so far this year. The ADER pilot project is capped at 80 megawatts, and currently 8 ADERs in the pilot total only 7.2 megawatts. In Vermont, utility Green Mountain Power has been working on similar programs, and it just received approval from the Public Utilities Commission there to broaden its home battery tariff offering beyond the original 2,900 participants who have batteries in their homes today. The program had been capped at 500 customers annually since 2020, and the waitlist just for Tesla Powerwall batteries, which has swelled following recent flooding, has grown to 1,200 customers. Green Mountain Power says the financial impact has been positive for all of its customers, not just those with storage. By using batteries to mitigate exposure to high market costs, the utility's customers save an estimated $3 million annually. Well, ENGIE will be taking over the battery storage business of Broad Power for $1 billion, with 350 megawatts of grid-scale storage assets currently operating and another 880 megawatts under construction. Most of these existing projects are in ERCOT, with a broader pipeline of additional projects in advanced development yet to be built. Broadreach retains its 4,000 megawatt hours of battery storage coupled with renewables in the U.S. Mountain West region. The Department of the Interior has approved the 704 megawatt Revolution Wind project about 15 nautical miles southeast of Point Judith, Rhode Island, the fourth approval of an East Coast commercial-scale offshore wind energy project to date. This approved project will see fewer turbines than originally proposed in order to reduce impacts to visual resources, ocean floor habitat, and ocean co-users like fishermen. Well, China just announced a plan to develop a recycling network for used PV modules and other decommissioned equipment to be activated within 2 years. By 2030, the goal is to be able to handle all decommissioned plants while creating solar and wind equipment recycling clusters. Until then, manufacturers and other actors such as developers are not allowed to landfill the growing volume of solar waste. This is a timely project, as the first panels are aging out, and in the meantime, installations are soaring, cumulatively estimated at 470,000 megawatts through Q2 of this year. Tennessee Valley Authority plans to spend $15 billion over the next 3 years to address regional growth, with the main investments in more generation, an upgrade of the existing infrastructure, and more security. CEO Jeff Lyash commented that, in the next 30 years, we will have to double or triple the current systems at a speed unlike any other time in TVA history. And finally, J.D. Power just published its electric vehicle experience public charging study. And oops, the results are less than stellar. Its review found that 20% of EV drivers who visited a charging station were unable to complete the transaction, in most cases because the stations were either inoperable or lines were too long. Since last year's survey, satisfaction with charging speed is also down, with customer SAT scores for level 2 charging speed down to 455 points out of a possible 1,000, a drop 36 points from last year. The comparable score for DC fast charging also fell 30 points from last year to 588. EV owners in the Miami, Port St. Lucie, Fort Lauderdale area had the worst experiences, with 35% of visits failing to result in charging, while the Cleveland, Akron, Canton area fared the best, with a charging failure rate at 12%. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.